Hi everyone, this is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for tuning back in, or welcome if you are new here. So today we're going to go ahead and do a reading that I was called to do. So we're going to do a reading for who are your spirit guides, your main spirit guide or guides that want to come up here. So how are they coming through? So who are they? What are they like? How can you identify them? And what do they want to tell you? So what important, information do they want to communicate with you and to tell you right now? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And also there is going to be an extended reading for all of these 3 piles individually. So if you do resonate with it, there's just going to be some bonus information over there for any further guidance. And also we're going to look at how your guides communicate to you through maybe certain signs or symbols or animals. How will they kind of get your attention to know that it's them and that they want to speak to you and communicate with you? Okay, and maybe some colors and things like that. So so that's what we're going to do. So we have 3 different groups here to choose from. We have group number 1, which is this beautiful crystal here, which I can't remember the name of. It's not rose quartz, but it looks like it. Group number 1, who are your spirit guides and what do they want to tell you? Group number 2 is this carnelian. And group number 3 is this pyrite. Okay, so choose intuitively whichever one calls to you, whichever one you feel. Take your time, meditate on this if you'd like to, and ask your spirit guides to come through in one of these 3 piles to show who they are. You may already know who they are, but even if you do, just what do they want to tell you? How can you kind of know a little bit more about them as well? Okay, so and also the extended links for those will be down below in the description box if you resonate with this. So we're going to get into it. Please consider liking this video before we get started, or if you do enjoy it during the reading. It really helps the channel so much, and so I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and jump in. The timestamps are down below, and we're going to start with group number 1. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this first beautiful stone here, let's go ahead and see. So who are your spirit guides? Group number 1, anybody who chose group number 1, let's go ahead and start first with just identifying who your spirit guide or guides are that are coming up here in this reading. Group number 1, who are your spirit guides? Three of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. I'm getting a very dedicated energy coming up here. It feels like there's a strong earthly presence. 8 of Cups we have here too. It feels like this is definitely, first of all, I feel like this is a guide that really wants to assist you right now in having the courage to help you along with something. Okay, so they're coming through with a message, first of all, for you. They really want to encourage you to, especially when it comes to maybe practical things, could be work, finances, things that they're really helping you to improve on. I do feel like this is definitely kind of a young guide I'm getting. I feel like this is a young presence. At least one of them, coming up here is a young or younger presence. But at the same time, they are very wise. And I'm getting that, yeah, there's a few coming up here with the Eight of Cups as well. I'm getting also yeah, this is definitely a feeling of this certain guide wanting you to know that life is too short to waste, is what I'm hearing. So there could be this, again, maybe younger guide coming up, or somebody who wants to encourage you to know that life is too short to waste. And it's like they kind of want to, this person or this guide, I should say, went through a lot of tough and trials and tribulations in their time as well. Because it does feel like this could be a guide that has lived here on earth before as well. And there's also something coming up here about this particular guide wanting to make sure that you have boundaries in your life. And also this could be something that they had going on as well, where there was maybe kind of like a misunderstood energy a bit here. Kind of getting a little bit of a family or ancestor energy for some people as well, where they kind of want you to know that they're just keep encouraging you. They keep trying to encourage you here to grow within your current life and your situations. Yes, Nine of Pentacles, very earthly energy for sure. And I feel like this guide actually could be somebody who accomplished a lot in their lifetime, and they got to the point of this, which wasn't easy. Like they had to go through a lot to get to that point of success, and they eventually got there. But I feel like this is like a mentor type, they're trying to help to guide you to do the same, or to grow with this Page of Pentacles here. And I'm hearing that one of the guidance and advice coming up is I'm hearing you can't really skip towards the end, or you can't skip from, A to S. You can't skip in the middle kind of the alphabet, they're telling me, meaning that they want you to know that this is a work in progress. Some of you could be kind of going through a little bit of a challenging time, or you feel with this Eight of Cups, maybe even I'm not sure if I want to use the word defeated. It could be defeated. It could be, it's like I'm getting that they're trying to help you to ascend, because again, this is somebody who went through this as well. It feels like it's like a staircase that's being presented for you to walk up this staircase to ascend higher. And that's what they're assisting you with and helping you with right now. Very creative as well. The Sun could be also with the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Somebody who was very creative in their lifetime, and somebody who wants to encourage you to be creative. Somebody who wants to encourage you to, could be Leo energy here too. You could have Leo energy maybe, or strong fire presence, but at the same time there's earth here too. But they're very creative, wanting to, this guide could also send you messages through birds. I'm hearing crows or ravens, even though that's not a crow or raven. I'm just seeing that in my mind. There is something about that coming up here. Again, I feel like this guide could be a masculine presence. And it feels like with the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, again, it's somebody who feels like they have accomplished, or they did accomplish a lot for themselves, but they want to help you to do the same, because they may have been somebody who had to walk away from certain things in their life to get to that point. And so they, again, could be trying to help you do the same thing, and you could be on that same path right now. They want to bring you a message that there is a lot of kind of karmic scales balancing in your life, and they want to encourage you to know that you are very, very, first of all, very protected, but you also, I'm hearing like you are a child of the universe, or you are a child of God. Something with this Page of Pentacles, that you are somebody who is sort of chosen for something, or you have for some reason, I'm getting that there could be something coming up shortly for you, which is going to help to initiate you into some type of new chapter in your life right now. So again, I'm kind of getting maybe there is a younger guide, or this is representative of kind of where you are right now on your soul's journey, and where this guide is trying to lead you. The Five of Pentacles and the World coming through at the bottom. Yeah, they want to definitely let you know Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like I feel like you're being definitely supported by also nature's coming up here too. This guide could be communicating with you through nature, very, again, earthly, maybe connected to the earth. There's a feeling of wanting you to know that you are in the cycles right now of life. Maybe you're coming out of like a winter cycle in your life here. And there's a sense of, with the world too, there's something with the seasons. I'm not sure, maybe something to do with how communicating with you through weather even, or nature. I don't know, something with the seasons that I feel they want you to know that your hard work is paying off. Okay, so again, I feel for a lot of you, this is a guide currently at this time that's coming through to support you primarily in your future endeavors and your forward progress in your life. Again, mainly connected to maybe your finances, your career, your purpose. And if you are somebody who has creative potential, I feel like this guide could communicate with you through certain things that pop up in your mind, like I want to try this new project, or I want to do this. With the Three of Pentacles, definitely somebody who's trying to help you and again progress you on your path. With this Fire, I feel, again, I'm getting that working with fire could be really helpful for you, or they're encouraging you to use fire. Okay, divine timing. They want you to know that if you've had anything about that you've been sad about, some of you have been crying maybe, or you've been sad about something, they want you to know that they're there to help you to go through that. But at the same time, they want you to know that there's this like King of Wands energy coming up, of like this caring, gentle guidance for you, but also wanting to push you forward at the same time. So it's a very like balanced energy. It's like a masculine, feminine, balanced energy here is what I'm picking up on with this King of Wands. But yeah, if you've been feeling, I'm hearing also they want you to make sure you replenish your energy. Maybe some of you feel a bit depleted at times. With this Eight of Cups here, I think also that you could be moving through a time. I'm hearing that you could feel a bit alone, or like nobody is on my side, I'm hearing, or nobody understands this. And again, this guide could be somebody who went through this as well, possibly. But it feels like, yeah, share your wisdom. See, I do feel like with the King of Wands and the books here and the Three of Pentacles, this guide is really, it's primarily one guide I feel coming through. But of course, you know, you have many more. But right now I'm just picking up on this. They want you to honor your inner knowing, okay? Honor your intuition, I'm hearing, And especially if you feel like there's been certain things from your past that have been impossible to break free from or to break out of. Okay, yeah, Archangel Michael and time to create. So Archangel Michael could be really significant presence in your life too. But maybe some of you, I think this won't be for everybody, but I'm hearing something about the bad apple. Maybe you felt like you, I don't know, at some point you ate the bad apple, or you like kind of took the bad apple. I don't know what they're referring to with that, but there's a sense of either way, see the flame of Archangel Michael, the fire, and the fire here. They really want to burn through, to help you to burn through any of those challenges, so that they want you to trust your intuition. So not to be so logical, trust your intuition, trust kind of, how you feel intuitively and where you're guided to go, because you are very intuitive. And I feel like if you have not already, you could be soon getting a calling with the sun here. Yeah, Ace of Wands, again, the fire, to do something or to learn something, or to even share your wisdom, Ace of Wands. And I'm hearing that you also could have a guide. This could be a separate guide coming through, or maybe the same one. Somebody who is of some type of starseed origin coming up to want to let you know that this time period on Earth that you've been, living, it's been very dense and challenging, but there's so much more to your soul that you maybe have not fully explored yet. So they want to let you know that there's so much potential within you that is still kind of emerging as the days go by with the Ace of Wands. And definitely there's a very strong message. If you're trying to fit yourself into an old box, Two of Wands, Six of Cups, especially something connected to the identity of your past, maybe a childhood trauma, maybe something from your past that you've been holding on to. They want to definitely let you know that you may have been outgrowing that, or you really don't belong there anymore, or maybe you never really belonged there. There's something about, I'm hearing the name Evelyn for somebody. You definitely, I think for some of you, you have not experienced this gift yet, or you have not come into this full kind of expansive potential of your soul here just yet. And they're kind of almost like projecting to your future self of what could, or what's going to become one day, that you have not yet maybe fully blossomed or become into. So this guide and guides are trying to also help to protect you and divinely detour you with the Archangel Michael from any potential blockages that try to interfere in your path. So if you find that happens, that is definitely part of the plan. Also, there's a message coming up here. If you have been silenced in any way, I don't know if it's because of childhood or if it's something else, but if you have been silenced in any type of way, they're asking that you know that your words and your truth is very valid, and there's a feeling of like coming out with that truth, with the sun here, and expressing it through, again, various forms of maybe artwork or writing, or even just, connected somehow to speaking your mind, speaking your truth. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And also they want you to know that you could be somebody, again, I'm getting the star seed here too, maybe a separate guide coming up here. They want you to know that, again, maybe you kind of feel different or lonely at times, or you've had struggles within your connections or intimacy, and they definitely want you to know that you're not alone. If you do have a situation around you okay, a situation around you that you kind of know something is off with this. I'm not sure what that is, but it could be a relationship or it could be something else. And you kind of know in your heart that something is just off here. It doesn't feel right. I can't put my finger on it, but something doesn't feel right. I do think that's your higher self and this guide coming up to let you know that it's true that there is more for you. And I feel like there's been a part of you that has not fully experienced happiness entirely. Again, I don't know, this could be coming from childhood or something that's kind of trapped a little bit. And they really want you to experience the fullness and the expansiveness and the enthusiasm of life fully. Love. Yes, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Yeah, because they're letting you know with the purple energy here too, this guide wants you to know if you could see it from their perspective, if you could see it from a higher perspective, that your human ego mind can't grasp sometimes, you would understand it fully. You would be able to understand it in a way that you have not understood it yet. So I feel like with the world, there are certain things this guide wants to bring attention to and help you to understand and kind of give you that higher guidance and perspective that everything really is, nothing is too much to become, nothing is too much to handle. Like in the, here on earth, there's something to do with like, it feels like a struggle, but as you release those restraints, it becomes easier to see that everything and anything is possible. They also want to bring you a message to focus. I'm hearing focus on your path, focus on something. Again, with the Page of Pentacles, maybe you're creating something, maybe you are working on something. Knight of Cups, and they want you to know to focus on this, to know that it will actually, some of you, again, creative projects, the Page of Wands and Knight of Cups, if you indulge in pleasurable things, especially creative things, it can really help to kind of get the energy somehow flowing within you to where you feel more free. And so this can be a way of expression. So it seems like that's the main focus of your reading is expression, creativity, love, but love in the form of expression and flowing. Like I'm getting a lot of rainbow energy here for you too. The unicorn could be significant for you as well. We will look in the extended and see what signs and kind of synchronicities that this guide could bring you, or these guides, to help you understand a little bit more about this. But I'm definitely picking that up here. It kind of feels like they definitely want you to know as well that you have a certain path opening in your life, that you really can't return to the old version of yourself anymore. So if that is happening for you and you feel like something is changing and shifting, it's because it is. There's such a, again, this, I don't know, maybe this is like a separate guy. There could be like three I've been picking up on, but there's this youthful energy again, like a youthful spirit, a youthful childlike energy that wants you to know that everything in life is so beautiful. And if you see it from that kind of like simple and pure perspective, it can make life so much more enjoyable. And with the love here too, it's like seeing the good in everything, seeing the pure. Like when we're born, this could be a guy that's been with you too. One of them that's since you were, I mean, I think some come in just temporarily, but this is something to do with when you were born or when you were very young. Okay, or they have that kind of energy about them too, of wanting you to know that everything in life is so beautiful if you just take the time enough to see it. Some of you, this definitely won't be for everybody, but if you were a victim of any narcissistic abuse in your childhood or maybe even a relationship, they really want you to know What was I going to say? I lost the message. Something about it took away maybe the joy that you feel or something like that. I forgot what they were going to say now, but there was something came through and then it kind of left me. But if that resonates with some of you, maybe you again, know when to set boundaries or say no is what they want you to know as well. Soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, and a time for you. And look at the bottom, we have fun. Yeah, there's definitely this, like, it says here, stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's a long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. And that's that youthful guide coming up for you, one of them at least, that wants to encourage you to tap into your inner child and carries this very youthful energy naturally as well. But they want you to definitely take some time to, I'm hearing even with this reading, for some reason, sit with the messages. If they don't maybe either resonate with you or if they don't click right away, they want you to go deeper, meditate on it. And as you meditate deeper into it, it will make more sense, because some of you have so much noise maybe, or even things that have kind of like somehow have not allowed you to see this, that could be causing distraction. So as you meditate and go within further, I feel they're bringing back that message I said before too. Some of you have not had this happen yet. This could even be something predicting the future almost, or letting you know what's about to come in. So if you don't find that you know what this is yet, this could even be part of like your soul's mission that you don't recognize yet, or something like that. That won't be for everyone, but for some of you, definitely it's this feeling of, I'm hearing that it's like, not, I wanted to say time is running out, but it's not that time is ever running out. It's just something like, it's time now to let this window open. It's time now to open the window. And the window is this, again, like we had seen, Ace of Wands, the creativity, the happiness, the joy, the fun, the playfulness. Some of you are being encouraged to find experiences, like maybe using your hands or traveling or something to do with experiences, I'm being told, that can kind of almost like let you trust in life again, I guess. So I'm going to get a few more here, and then we will go over to the extended and see what else comes up for you. So is there any final guidance from this spirit guide for pile number 1? Divine wisdom guides me. I am guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe. Some of you, again, being more flexible. I'm even seeing yoga could be for some of you, but being more flexible in your day-to-day is something coming up here too. I see clearly. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision, and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. Let's get one more. Some of you could have spontaneously jumped into things in the past, I'm hearing, that maybe didn't serve you, and you, again, maybe it's like you're afraid to do something. I love and approve of myself. I appreciate all that I do. I am good enough just as I am. I speak up for myself. I ask for what I want, and I claim my power. So I'm going to leave it here. Again, we'll go into the extended if you are interested or if you resonate with this. And we're going to get some signs. Maybe we'll pull a few charms as well and see kind of what sign synchronicities does this guide or guides communicate through to you. A little bit more about maybe how you'll know who they are, and some further guidance that comes up for you. So thanks so much for tuning in. If you want to, please let me know if this connected or how this connected with you. I'd love to hear. And thank you so much for tuning in. I will talk to you next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this carnelian crystal, let's go ahead and see here. So who is or are your spirit guides that are coming up here for you? And what is it that they want to tell you here today? So we're going to see what comes up. And if you do resonate with this, there will be an extended reading as well. So the link for that will be down below. And as I mentioned in the intro, we're going to see what signs this guide or guides communicate to you through. How will they get your attention? How can you kind of improve your connection with them? And any further guidance that they have for you. And also we have some prompts that will, if you want to journal, things like that, to see what they want you to work on or to know. Okay, so pile number 2, let's go ahead and start with seeing who is your guides or is your guide or guides that are coming up in the reading. So this is just who's going to come up in the reading. It doesn't mean this is, of course, your only guide or guides. Okay, so who? Okay, that just flew out. Queen of Swords. Who is this spirit guide or guides for pile number 2? Strength, the crone. Okay, so I'm getting a very strong water energy. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, 3 of Cups, could be also a very strong maternal or feminine presence coming up here so far. Okay, so this is a very wise guide coming up here. This is, again, I do feel this could be a strong maternal energy, or just a very strong feminine presence. This guide is coming up here for you. And this is somebody who really has gone through, they've been around. I'm hearing this guide, maybe when they were alive, they've been around, they've been through a lot of things. They've been through, and they're helping you with this right now. They're helping you to see the rainbow, which actually came up for pile 1 too. The rainbow seems to be a significant sign right now for everyone. But this guide is mainly helping you. We'll kind of go back around and see who they are a little bit more, but they're coming up with guidance right away. They want you to take the stepping stones. I'm getting that you are taking footsteps on these stepping stones, and they are helping you. This guide is helping you here. Also, I'm getting Aquarius energy. You could have Aquarius in your chart, or this kind of presence. This guide has a strong water and air energy to them. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Aquarius energy specifically. And this is somebody who I feel could actually show up through other people. So with the 3 of Cups here, I'm getting a message that this guide could either lead you to people, lead you to new people or friendships, or even somehow communicate with you through people. And I'm also getting too that they are definitely with you when you are doing some type of interaction with people. I don't know if you're talking to people, if you're a public speaker, or if you are somebody who, there's just something with a bird here, guiding these group of women. So when you do either, again, meet people or they're guiding you through to people, I'm getting for someone specific, it could be through school. If you're in school for something right now, this guide is helping you to learn through other people. It's possible as well that there are multiple guides coming up around this energy as well, but this is the main guide for you. This crone is the main guide for you right now coming up. And this is definitely somebody who holds very strong wisdom. This is a very strong character. And I'm getting that this guide has been able to understand the realm of their own inner world. Again, maybe when they were here, when they were alive, I do feel like this is somebody who is, it's kind of like a very, for some of you, it could be a ancestor. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. There's something about them having a very stern yet loving presence, like a little bit of a distant yet loving presence to them with this pink, I'm being shown with this pink shirt. So I feel like this is you, but I mean, it all kind of goes together, but this is definitely somebody who's helping you right now to find miracles in your life. Again, with the Three of Cups here, this guide is really helping you to flow towards miracles. I'm hearing flow towards abundance and success. And I actually do feel like there could be an upcoming celebration. For some of you, this is quite specific. It could be like a wedding. It could be a reconciliation. It could be getting together with new people or even people you know. And this guide, again, is kind of helping to lead you to this. Or even, again, I'm getting the same message for somebody. I know it won't be for many, but for some of you, if you're doing some type of work or if you're around people a lot, they are here to help you during that work that you're doing. Who is this guide? What else? Yeah, very strong, like, guidance coming up. I mean, straight up guidance from this guide. Justice. Yeah, also Libra energy coming up here too. The Chariot at the bottom. There's just like this sense of this guide having many things to say to you. So there's probably a lot that would come through in the reading, but it feels like there's just this presence of some of you actually who are already connected to your guides and you know who this is, that you definitely feel their presence when they're around you. You know who it is. You know that they're guiding you because their presence cannot be ignored. It's a very strong kind of energy that is also, I'm getting this message where this guide could be helping you to be led. Again, I'm getting towards, or even helping a situation. This won't be for everybody, but for some of you, this guide is helping a certain situation. Could be a romantic partnership, or could be, it kind of feels like that to me. It doesn't have to be, but it could be a romantic partnership or some situation to come into justice. This guide here is wanting to assist you, but also is somehow helping the situation at a whole. You know, they're helping the situation to go in a certain way that is in your favor. This guide really wants you to focus on your own business though. They could definitely communicate with you through flowers. Some of you may want to work with reading flowers or having flowers around you, or using herbs. This is a very like nature, herbal, witchy type of energy, I feel. Like a green witch here. This is somebody who definitely communicates with you through that. And that could be the path that you're already on, or if you're not on that path, this guide is trying to get you to move on to that path. And I actually feel like with, again, this Three of Cups, they could even be sort of in a way bringing these certain people into your reality, or even showing you certain maybe videos, or showing you certain books, or I don't know how they're doing it, but they're showing something here to get you to learn something kind of, or to grow into something. I'm getting some of you, again, this could be an ancestor. This could be for some of you, there's this kind of an energy actually where this guide for some of you may not always be here or always be present. They could kind of come in and out of your life, and maybe even come in during times where, again, they need something with your voice or your communication for some of you. So this could be kind of like an in and out kind of guide, which they're always with you, but they may just at times be more present than other times. I'm getting as well with this, looks like a dandelion. I don't know if it is, but I'm getting dandelion for you. Could also be, again, something about flowers and herbs and stuff that they communicate with you through. And there is, again, kind of like almost I'm getting like a mother-daughter type of dynamic. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but for some of you that could be something that does resonate as this being a guide for you. But it could be like a maternal figure or grandmother that has passed on. But for others of you, it's just that's their presence, that's their energy. And let's see. What does this guide for group 2 want to say? Yeah, just keep getting that strong message of being guided to some situation or person or group of people, something like that. Love yourself. Yeah, some of you could have put either a situation on the back burner, I'm hearing. Maybe you put your desires, your needs on the back burner. And there is a lot of purple coming up, by the way. So some of you could connect with purple or violet energy. That could be something that they want you to either wear that color or to invoke that color. Also, the moon cycles are very significant for you. Some of you definitely connect very strongly to the moon. Okay, the moon is coming up as a strong communication here for you to communicate with this guide. So, and they want you to try to lighten up. Again, this guide has this energy of love, kind of like tough love a little bit, but also encouraging you to lighten up and push you out of any discomfort, kind of is the energy I'm getting. Push you out of discomfort. And they definitely want you to use the earth and herbs again to ground yourself, because if you feel out of sorts or if you feel unbalanced, that is definitely one way that can kind of help you to get back into balance, back into flow. And if you have settled for less than you deserve, I do feel, again, this guide is almost divinely trying to detour you away from situations that didn't serve you anymore. Because it feels like this justice over here is what is kind of coming in for you. But it's like, I feel for some of you, you have maybe not seen that yet, or you doubt yourself. Some of you are a bit disconnected from this guide, and they want to reconnect with you. If you have felt disconnected from your spiritual team or from your guides, they could feel a bit distant from you, or maybe you unknowingly, I think it's because you could be absorbed into something right now. Maybe you're absorbed in a problem, or it feels more like something that is an issue. Like maybe it's something that you're worrying about, or it's something that you feel too absorbed in. And it has a lot to do with the past. It has a lot to do with you focusing on the past, or focusing on past mistakes, or feeling that I'm getting a raccoon for some reason. So that could be also a sign that you see. I don't know if you've seen a raccoon maybe recently, or the raccoon spirit could be significant for you if you look into that. But it feels like, also I'm getting something for someone, could be Native American or indigenous roots. Maybe that's something with your ancestors for somebody out there. But you, right now, they want you to know that you're in the middle of what kind of feels like a bit of an uncontrollable storm. It may not be a storm that you actually have like a lot of things happening to you, but it could be more of like you're in the middle of what's the word for it? Surrender moment, where it's like, I feel with the Justice card, again, something is kind of trying to be aligned for you. And I feel like this guide wants to lead you to this, or to know, for you to know that they're leading you to this. But there is some type of swimming the wrong way. Okay, so some of you, maybe you are, I don't know why I just keep getting, I know this may not be for everyone, but for some of you, you've been so absorbed into something. I don't know what that is, but it kind of feels like it's something that maybe doesn't serve you. It's something that is preventing you from seeing the truth. I'm getting, for some reason, wash your hands. I don't know if that's because of like, you know, a virus or something, or if it's because your hands, you know, hold, it's like washing your hands can get energy off of you that you're holding. I don't know if maybe some of you are a Reiki healer, or you use energy, or even cards reading. Something about having to wash your hands. Sage as well is really important. This guide wants you to sage your space, sage your hands, sage your body, because it feels like you are being triggered. Some of you are being triggered by a specific person around you, or an event, or some memory. And it feels like you're being triggered by this over and over again. And this, again, I'm getting this guide wants you to be kind of a bit more selfish in a way. They want you to pull back into selfishness, or to pull back into being a bit more, it's like there's a certain path opening for you here, pal, too, that feels like it's a part of your future. And it feels like this is where this light is coming in. And it's something that is really going to, it's like, okay, so they're showing me winning the lottery, which I don't think is literal. I mean, it could be for some of you, but I don't think it is. It's just metaphorically the way that I'm seeing it. It's like the lottery is over here, and there's like the winning numbers over here, but you are something here to do with having to peel back the layers of yourself so that you can find the winning numbers. I hope that kind of makes sense. I know it's a strange metaphor, but the way that they're kind of telling it to me is there's something that's going to make you very happy. There's some type of incredible abundance, or even relationship, or something that's like, it kind of feels like you're going to win the lottery in a way, but you, what is it that's compassion, expression. Okay, for some of you specific, this could be something that you're waiting to resolve, such as a case, a legal case, something like that. That won't be for everyone, but for others of you, it's actually more to do with a lot of you, this guide is wanting to encourage you to hand over your worries, hand over your concerns, because again, you're kind of in a bit of a tunnel in some way, some event, some topic, something here that you're in a bit of a tunnel about. And they're asking you to, I'm hearing too, if you need help, ask for help, which I do feel like is mainly coming from this specific guide. But it also could be your spirit team in general. There's something about with the Three of Cups, could actually even be people around you, pal, too. Could even be that because I noticed we had friendship at the bottom. So if you are somebody who kind of isolates yourself, or if you don't have maybe a lot of people around you, or if you feel like you don't have support around you, I'm getting either like ask spirit for help and guidance, or even people who you can trust around you, because it feels like they want you to really come into your full self-expression with this expression card. And if you've been wanting to do something, I'm hearing don't save it for later, just do it now. Or don't save, it's kind of like, okay, I'm getting a message that this specific guide in their lifetime, they could have held back on something that they really wanted to do. And it's almost like they don't want that to happen to you. With this, almost like if you put the justice in reverse, there was something that, like, again, it could be an ancestor, something that kind of feels like, I don't want you to follow that path again, or like I did. I don't want you to follow that and get lost like I did. Whatever held this person or this guide back, because it definitely is that for some of you, that's a strong message that it could be some type of talent or skill that never was fully expressed. I'm hearing for some of you there's a separate guide maybe coming up that could be a very advanced starseed soul, I'm hearing. So, or that could be you. I mean, yes, I think that's you, but there's a guide coming up to confirm that that's who you are. And you right now, you haven't fully come into that gift yet. And it feels like it's kind of like, again, the lottery reference. When you find out that you're winning the lottery, which again, I don't feel literal, but you will feel like this was always me, or this was always my path. But it kind of feels like you don't fully recognize maybe your true power in certain ways. And one of the reasons for this could be because you're trying too hard to fit in or mold yourself into an identity that is not yours. And remember, I mentioned Aquarius energy before too. So that could be something here. Show appreciation, that there could be something to do with you having or feeling like you need to fit in or mold yourself, squeeze yourself into. I'm even getting for some of you, this is about your appearance. It won't be for everyone, but if you feel like I have to be a certain weight, or I have to be a certain weight, like I look like this, that is something coming up here, that it's not about that, it's about your soul. And I feel like there's definitely a part of you that is a wild animal, but in a way, like the tiger could be also important for you. But it's like there's a part of you that's like a wild. There's so much freedom. Some of you definitely could be somebody who really values your freedom or free time, or just like being so authentically expressing yourself. But again, I feel like that has been maybe cut back at some time. And you're somebody who, coming up in the near future, there definitely is an opportunity more so for you to start to show that side of yourself if you haven't had that come in just yet. And I do feel like this guide wants you to know that your gifts come from you've already had these gifts innately within, okay, either again from your ancestors, from past lives, but these gifts have been put on ice. It's like if you take all of your gifts and you kind of put them on ice, and they're kind of in like an incubation almost. That's for some reason where they've been. So maybe some of you have felt that way in some area of your life. And you may have to definitely choose. I'm getting like blue pill or red pill. Which do you choose? The Fool. Yeah, Two of Wands. So with this here, definitely I feel some of you The choice is really about just opening up, I feel. But some of you, there could actually be this won't be for everybody again, but for some of you, there could be a specific situation. I don't know if it's a family member. It kind of feels like you wonder what would happen if I were to leave this behind. It could be a love interest. Three of Swords. See, what would happen if I were to really leave this behind once and for all? And I kind of think that some of you are keeping yourself small by staying in a specific situation. If you're not in a situation, it's more so a certain fear that you have of being successful or something. I don't know. The Empress, you're afraid of being successful. And I feel like again, with this Empress and this Crone, the maternal energy coming up for you, that's very much of a guide coming up, mainly, you know, the one that I'm picking up on. But it also feels like you're just now, maybe some of you are just now beginning to accept yourself for something, or you're just now beginning to really love yourself fully for who you are. And if you haven't had that come in yet, this again, this main spirit guide for you, it's mainly just one guide, but I do feel like you also are somebody who doesn't fully maybe recognize the full gifts that you have, because you are a very advanced soul and you have many guides around you that protect you and guide you at all times. But this one in particular is coming up here because they also want you to slow down if you are moving too quickly. If you're trying to go plug through life too quickly, they want you to slow down. And this is a random message here, but if you are somebody who has been experiencing financial blockages, it could actually be because of something that you're still holding on to. It could be because of some type of, again, relationship or identity of the past. It's something that you're holding on to that feels like I'm hearing it's not going to end if you don't end it. It's not going to go away unless you do it. And again, I think that this specific guide could have been somebody, especially if they're an ancestor, who could have had a similar situation in their lifetime where they may have stayed in something because they felt like they had to please the other person, or they felt like they like gave up their life almost in a way with this pool in the background. Something about like the stagnation of the water, the stagnation of this potential. And they want you to know, all of your spirit guides actually coming up to let you know that we are on your side. We've always been on your side, whatever that means for you. Spirit guide. Nature, yes, definitely. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Definitely. With the Fool here too. Some of you, the sun in particular, spend time in the sunlight, okay? That will somehow help you to revitalize and to get energy. And I'm getting, for some of you, this is very specific, but I'm getting something to do with like your gums or your teeth or oil pulling even. I know I tried that a long time ago. I haven't done it in a while because I was too lazy to do it, but I'm hearing oil pulling. So I don't know if that resonates with somebody, but there is something about like maybe even detoxing your body. that's just what I'm getting. I'm not medically, I'm not a doctor, but there could be something here that if you feel called to that, there's some type of detox that maybe you need to do to, I'm hearing help to purify your channels, help to purify your energy further. New beginnings. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you into a new direction. Yes, so we did have that as well too for you. So I'm going to get a final message here, and then I will go to the extended reading, and we will see any specific, again, signs, colors, animals, additional messages that this guide mainly wants to tell you, and also some journaling prompts if that's what you're into, just additional stuff that could help you. So any final messages here for group number 2 that this guide wants to bring up for you? Any final advice or messages? Life supports me, kind of like the nature too, like a leaf. It says here, life created me to be fulfilled. I trust life, and life is always there at every turn. I am safe. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. It is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. Yeah, there's definitely something about making sure that you're going beyond what other people maybe, what other people say. Yeah, I love my body. There's definitely something about your body, acceptance of your body. I create peacefulness in my mind, and my body reflects this peacefulness as perfect health. And that's where the nature, the herbs, stuff like that comes into play. So we will see a little bit more in the extended. I will leave the link down below. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you're open to it, how this resonated, or if this resonated with you. And yeah, so the link is down below for the extended, and I will talk to you next time or in the extended. Take care and lots of love. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this pyrite, let's go ahead and see what comes up here for your reading. So who are your spirit guides or spirit guide that wants to come up here for you, and what do they wish to tell you? Okay, so we're going to get into it here. And like I said in the intro, there is going to be an extended reading as well. And you can find the link for that down below in the description box. And we are going to explore what this guide or guides, how they communicate with you, through what type of signs, symbols, methods of communicating with you, how you can strengthen your connection to this guide, what else they want you to know, any further guidance for you. Also, we will get some journaling prompts to kind of see what they want you to look at or meditate on, and much more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so pile number 3, who is your spirit guide that wants to come up here in the reading, or spirit guides for pile number 3? So who are they? We have the Emperor, okay, the horned god, the Emperor. The Six of Pentacles. The King of Cups, King of Wands coming up at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let's see. Who are your guides or guide? Pile number 3. So the first thing I'm getting is this very protected energy. So very protective guide for you. And I feel like I'm actually getting, yeah, it could be 2. We have the King of Cups and the King of Wands. I mean, coming up in this reading, of course you could have more, but in this reading, I'm picking up there could be 2 or even a group, possibly even more than 2, maybe like 3, but they're somehow associated. It could be certain group here or even ancestors. It seems very protective. Okay, so this is definitely coming up as kind of definitely masculine energy coming up here, but there's something that they are assisting you with here that has to do with learning, is what I'm getting. A lot of learning coming through. And strong energy of manifestation. So this certain guide, I'm going to say guides for this one. These guides really do help you with manifestation. There could even be a connection here to using certain tools or runes, even I'm hearing something to do with like using the ancient practices to bring things into fruition in your life. So that can definitely be a way that they do help you and communicate with you. I'm also getting Scorpio energy here. Some of you could have Scorpio maybe in your chart. I am getting a mediumship ability. So you could be somebody who does identify with being a medium. I'm also getting potentially this could be a passed on loved one or ancestor for some of you, one of them coming up here. But it really feels like you, I'm looking at, this is you here, the way they're showing it to me. It's almost like you are given so much around you. You're being given so much protection, but I'm getting you're surrounded. Some of you, you're surrounded with like 3 strong protective guides is what I'm getting. And again, of course, you could have more than just those, but that's what's coming up here in the reading. And this is interesting. For somebody here, this won't be for everyone, but for some of you, there could actually be a guide in the form of a spiritual connection that you, I'm not sure if it's maybe the higher self of a existing soul connection, or this is a passed on loved one, somebody who you did have a strong romantic connection to. Could have been a partner, could have been somebody who is no longer on this earth, but that is very much with you and guiding you in spirit. And they're coming up here. I feel like there is something, again, I keep picking up on about the spirit world, like even more, like deeper than the other 2 piles, something more so here that's, I feel, some of you I'm getting that could even be some type of tribal, like if it's an ancestors here, there's some, almost like, let's see. Yeah, the Death card. See, there's something connected, Scorpio energy, and also they're, okay. It's almost like, again, the best way to put it, we're going to see what they want to tell you in a moment and why they're coming up, but just still picking up on kind of who they are. It's almost like they want to again keep getting like they're trying to protect you from something or something specific even. I feel if you've been feeling like the hope is gone, okay, this is guidance coming up from them. If you feel like the hope has been gone in something in your life, they really are here to help to rise you up or to bring you up. They could even be bringing you definitely they communicate through many signs. So if you chose this pile, you could definitely see that there's many signs, many synchronicities, many small things that could even mean something to you. Maybe it's like totems, it's certain small things that you find along your journey and your path that they are here to remind you that they're not gone. They're always with you. So there is that sense of they never really leave your side. But if you have been, again, feeling like the hope has been lost in your life, or you've been worried that for some of you, for someone, I'm getting, if you felt that you had to walk away from something, okay, I'm getting two things. If you felt like you had to walk away from something in your life and you're wondering if that was a selfish thing to do, I'm getting this strong kind of energy. These guides are coming up as kind of like, I don't know what the word is I would use to describe them, kind of like really about progress, really about forward movement, really about themselves. So they would encourage you to do the same, but not in a way of like being, a bad person or stepping on other people, but on a way of like with the Emperor, no matter what gets in our way, we're going to succeed, or no matter what happens, we're going to rise above this. So very much like pushing through everything. Again, strong masculine energy is here coming up. So if you have been feeling a bit selfish if you felt like you were selfish about something that you did, or that you haven't been, that you walked away from something, they really do want you to know that they were there to support you during that decision, and that was not a selfish thing to do. For others of you, I'm getting this could be, again, a passed on loved one coming up, for only for a few of you if that resonates. And maybe there is some guilt associated with that. Maybe you felt that you did the wrong thing somehow, or that you feel guilty about this person's passing. And they do want to tell you that that's not to not feel guilty about that, because they want you to know that you're meant to really receive a lot right now. You're meant to kind of be in the limelight, okay? Maybe not the limelight, but you're meant, some of you, it could be the limelight, but you're meant to be given now things that were not given to you before. So it does feel like they are actually, again, I keep getting such a powerful presence from these guides, almost like anybody who tries to mess with you, anybody who tries to interfere with your path is not going to get very far. And that's what I'm getting here. They just like want to let you know that like nothing can stop you, nothing can tear you down. They're very, very protective. The Sun. I'm hearing the name Monica for somebody. And this time period for you, I feel Judgment coming up at the bottom. I feel like you are opening into so much expansion, and they want you to really know this. I'm hearing that if you need a shoulder to cry on, they're there. But again, it's like they're coming up as these presences that are really like almost kind of letting you know that the worst is over for you. Like it's time now to soak up the sun. Okay, it could even be quite literally time to soak up the sun. But I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles, the Judgment and the Sun, it's again kind of pointing to the fact that they've taken care of something, sort of, or they're taking care of things. So and if you are, for some of you, if you're afraid to shine your light, if you're afraid to step on, again, anybody's toes, or if you're afraid to do something extravagant or to take something into your own hands, they really do, they're here mainly to support you with knowing that you're building something in your life, that this is a builder type of energy. You're somebody with the Emperor. You're building something, you're building an empire. They're assisting you with building some type of empire right now. And they do want this, there's a certain, this King of Cups guide wants you to know that they are somebody who, even if they were, because I'm getting in their lifetime, if they were here on earth before, it's like they kind of are saying that it was not easy for them either. It was kind of a situation where other people could have mistook their kindness maybe for weakness, or something like that. And I'm getting that they want you to know that that's maybe something that you have experienced for some of you, or they just want to tell you that it's like that balance between the King of Wands and the King of Cups. There's a balance between being kind and gentle, but also being fierce at the same time. And that's what they kind of want you to also step into. They are giving you a key with the Sun here. They're giving you a special key, which I feel is unlocking part of their wisdom. So this could be ancestors for some of you too. It's unlocking part of the wisdom that they have passed on to you, if it is ancestors. And because I think for some of you it could be for sure. They're giving you these keys to, it's like the special key that's been set away. Like the keys have been put away in the closet for a while. And they've been waiting maybe for the right time to give you those. It feels like a very fatherly energy. So I don't know, it kind of feels like they've been waiting for the right time to give you a certain key to build what maybe they want you to like keep going with that, you know, to keep building something of maybe what they have either left behind or the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. Wow, yes. So much earth energy coming up. This is definitely, I think for the majority of you, these are certain ancestors that are your spirit guides, okay? And they are very connected to your day-to-day life. These are guides who are with you during many things that you do, like everyday things that you do. And again, very protective energy. So yeah, definitely ancestors, I feel. They do want you to know that, again, it's like this something with the purple, this purple, could even be royalty for some of you, something with the purple gown here that is letting you know that the abundance here is always been yours. Nobody can take that from you. It's always been yours. It's always been there for you. And I think that you could be starting to reap the rewards of this if you haven't already. And again, they're very, very protective. So they could be even trying to, some of you, these are, you know, again, ancestors and guides who have been with you from a very young age. They've been with you through everything, through all the twists and turns, and they've seen your generous spirit. I'm hearing they've seen who you are. They've seen kind of what you do for other people. They've seen how encouraging you are. They've seen how much of a bright light you are. And I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, you are somebody who is very balanced, very giving, very nurturing. And if you have been not giving yourself enough time to have fun, they do want you to try to do that. Try to have more fun. Try to let down your hair, have more fun. And because with the King of Cups here, again, I'm kind of getting, there's this one specific guy that keeps coming through to say that after all the hard work, which maybe he went through in his lifetime, it's like it will all pay off eventually. But you do need to know that nothing can kind of, again, stray you from your path, from what's meant for you. So they definitely want to let you know that it feels like there also is this energy of some of you also starseed energy coming up, which came up for all the piles too. But for you, this could be like a separate energy that comes in. Like I feel like, but again, this is mainly ancestors, but very, very wise, very old souls, very long, you know, ancient wisdom here in this lineage. So I feel like they do want you to start on a blank canvas and see what happens. That could be a painting, that could be writing, that could be something that you're building, whatever that is for you specifically. They're just saying, just see what happens. I don't know. They're just kind of like, just use your gifts, just try it out, just do something and see where it takes you. See what happens is what they want to tell you, because there could even be something that they're like a talent that you have that you haven't fully tapped into, but also that they have Maybe some of you with the Sun here in the Six of Pentacles, maybe you kind of are afraid that it's not going to work, something's not going to work, but they actually have already given you the key. So the key, you've already accomplished something. It's like you've already either been through a lot here, pile number 3, or you've already kind of gone through the test here. And so it's like the judgment is already here. The fruits, the wine, the fruits, the vegetables, they're already in front of you. They're already ripe. You don't have to wait for them to ripen. So it feels like some of you, again, I'm getting maybe you're holding on to some guilt or shame about something. That's just for somebody with the Death card here. And I do feel like they do connect with you through your dreams and also through animals. Okay, so many animals, you could even be somebody who has many animals flock to you when you're outside, because you're just so magnetically, you draw so much energy towards you naturally. And if you haven't experienced this yet, you definitely could be very soon just starting to experience things flocking to you, you know, with the Six of Pentacles, like animals, people, abundance, things that are, because you've already been doing this in a past life, I'm getting, with this basket of like nuts here or something. You've already accumulated so much wisdom. You've already, it's like it's already innately within you. So it's just a matter of, I mean, maybe some of you are in a pretty good place here if you're watching this pile, or you soon will be. And these are these guides wanting to bring you that reminder. Pile 3, your spirit guides. Let's see, show appreciation. That I do feel like these, again, I don't know what the right correct word is I would use for them, but these guides, they do also want you to show them appreciation too, not because they need that or there's like an ego there, but because there's just a feeling of like, again, maybe your ancestors, something about honoring this, and showing appreciation where it's needed. And I'm getting a monkey here. That could be a animal that connects with some of you, the monkey, for some reason. They do want you to be very honest and transparent, maybe with people around them or around you, maybe with situations in your life. They're encouraging you to be very transparent and honest. With this King of Cups here, again, I feel like this maybe one specific guide is somebody who was like that or carries that type of energy of just being very straightforward, but also having the balance of compassion at the same time. We have compassion. Yeah, I'm hearing natural skill set. So, yep, divine purpose. You have a divine purpose here. Okay, we have here love yourself, divine purpose. Some of you, there is something about your heart. I'm seeing like almost like a bulletproof vest. I don't know, maybe I feel like some of you, this won't be for everyone, but for some of you, you've been comparing yourself to other people. You've been comparing yourself to what other people could do, or basically, I think that these guides want to bring you the message that your unique path with the Ten of Pentacles is something that is very sacred and unique, but maybe at times you may wonder why you were chosen for this path, or you may wonder why this is the path for you. Something like that I'm getting. And I'm hearing that you may have been around people who are not very spiritual, is what I'm hearing. So some of you may have been involved with maybe romantic partners or friendships, or even something with your upbringing. There's a feeling of like maybe these guides coming up to give you like a cradle of support, saying that they understand you, even if other people don't understand you. And maybe for some of you, that's even your family, like your parents in this lifetime. And these are like distant ancestors that are here to support you, and knowing that what you've kind of been going through has not been unnoticed is really what I'm getting for this pile 3. And I feel like they definitely do want you to know that when what I'm hearing, you may even have chills, or you may even have confirmations that you feel like there's a guide or even a passed on loved one who makes its way into your life. Like you may feel something, or you may just kind of intuitively think that there is that presence around you, but you doubt it. You think that that's not what it was. I just made that up. But actually that really is their spirit around you. And that is really them giving you this warmth and this hug here with the compassion. So there's very much, I'm getting birds too, something about the feathers. So you could even see feathers or have feathers somewhere. But they definitely want to tell you that they have, I'm hearing, we want to make it easy for you. We want to make it easy for you. Something with this rainbow and the divine purpose, like you are supposed to be in this chair and you're supposed to be given all of these fruits and abundance. And maybe you are. I mean, maybe some of you are experiencing this, or maybe you have not fully opened up to it the way that it really is trying to be given to you. And that's where they want to, I'm hearing, make room for us. So they really want to get your attention, I feel too. They want you to make room for, I don't know why that is. I'm not sure if it's because you've neglected this, or because you don't want this certain path, or there's something about you that you feel like, I don't know what that is, but there's something that they kind of want you to know, that we're just here to make it easier for you. We're just here to, some of you even want to light a candle, I'm getting, and pray or ask for guidance. There's something about candlelight, or lighting a candle, okay, or using candles in your ritual or altar, is something coming through here. I'm hearing the name Jennifer. Authority. Yeah, I'm getting it's something to do with, like, first of all, some of you could need to make sure that you protect your energy and that you use your power wisely, because it's like you have this power that's given to you, but either you have not protected it enough, or there's just a feeling of them wanting to bring you back to center, back to home, which is this, again, I'm kind of getting this energy of not being understood at times, having to fully step into this power and light. And maybe some of you have not completely done that yet. Because I do feel for some of you, there's this like initiation of this path with this light here. But maybe again, you're still wondering if you want to take this path, or you're still considering this. That's just what I keep getting here. At the bottom, we have learned something new. So I feel like yeah, definitely this could be a new gift emerging for you that you have not experienced yet, okay, which could be coming in soon if you haven't had this come in yet. Or with the Page of Pentacles, you have already started this new path or new journey, and it's in order to keep the hope alive, I'm hearing, to keep the hope alive, again with the Death card. I'm not sure if maybe some of you, this could be quite specific, but maybe you were kind of going through a rough patch or a rough time, and you didn't know what you were here to do, or you didn't know how to follow your path. And there could even be this like new gift or opportunity coming in where they're trying to get you to follow it or to see this, but you could be still wondering if it's really right for you. You could be wondering if you're good enough for this, because this feels like a pretty big thing, whatever it is. I don't know exactly what it is, but it feels like it's some type of really big position, or even like in your family, you know, it's like a big deal to take this on. It's a big position somehow. And so maybe you kind of subconsciously doubt yourself, like if it's really, am I really good enough for it? But you forgot a lot. I'm hearing you forgot a lot about who you were. You forgot a lot about maybe, you know, who you used to be in a past life, or you forgot about your soul's gifts. And I feel like they're here to give you that reminder, especially at times where you feel a bit defeated. They're here to give you that push and that reminder. And again, I'm getting that message again about being honest and transparent, which I think could be more about you with the love yourself. Some of you could even be acting from a bit from an inauthentic place somewhere within you. And I feel like this guide here, especially this King of Cups guide, wants you to know that there could be a part of you that's acting inauthentically out of fear of vulnerability and being honest. And this King of Wands here coming through is wanting you to know, I'm getting two things with this. For some of you, yes, this is also the other guide coming through. And they're wanting you to know that this specific other guide here, King of Wands, is bringing somebody new into your life, or bringing you like a mentor, or bringing you even somebody who's going to show you something, okay? Or this could be the person, could be a fire sign even in your reality here, that's going to come in to show you something that has very pure intentions. I'm hearing somebody who has very pure intentions, somebody who it just, again, it feels like your full expansion of power, which almost can feel overwhelming. I don't know if maybe there's this feeling of overwhelming power within you, or you could even meet somebody who has that kind of overwhelming power. We have acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Pile 3. Who are your spirit, or what do they want you to say to you here? Pile 3. Yeah, I'm hearing that a lot of you are very multifaceted though. You have many, yeah, look at that honesty. You have many gifts. You have many, not just gifts, but you have many like multifaceted parts of yourself and your personality that some of you could be a Cancer here. You could have Cancer in your chart, but they want you to know that you are the only one creating your reality. So they are asking that you see through the lens of your own soul, and you're the only one who has authority in your reality. So some of these guys want you to take a time, maybe like a short vacation or rest or something. Take some time to yourself. Take some time, even if you need a break, take a break. Take that time, because the reason for that is because I feel Spirit wants to communicate with you during that break. So if you feel called to take a vacation somewhere, when you do that, when you go on that trip or that vacation, even if it's out in nature for a few days or something, or for a day, you will get downloads, especially through animals here, that will bring you the news that you needed to hear, or will bring you the insight that you needed to know. Because I do feel for some of you, again, you kind of feel a bit like, maybe like, again, lonely, or you feel a bit like nobody understands. But that's only because I feel like you have maybe at some point felt disconnected from your true self, or you felt disconnected from even these guides that are around you, from your path. It's almost like if you're walking down a path and then you kind of veer off the road, and then you wonder why it feels that way. Well, it's because you veered off the road. Vulnerability. This is a confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based on intuition than rationality. Don't let that fear hold you back, or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Yeah. I'm also getting a strong angelic presence coming up for you too. So you could also have many angels that are guiding you. You have a strong connection to the angelic realm. And I'm seeing here that it is really time to leap forward. I'm getting that you are protected again here. You're very protected, so you can leap forward anytime you want. You can take that step. You can take that jump. It's like you can go ahead. The universe will be behind you, okay? And your guides definitely will be behind you. Some of you, maybe this comes from somebody who mistreated you in your life, or somebody who was very strict with their words, or somebody who was very forceful with their words even. Look at that, ancestral wisdom. Yeah, definitely. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this point in time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So yes, that definitely summarizes it perfectly. So in the extended, I'm going to look a little bit more. I'm going to get your final message here, but we're going to go ahead and see how these guides communicate with you, through what ways, through what symbols or methods that they use, colors, animals, and then we'll get also some additional insight from them, and get some cards for the journaling prompts of things that they want you to look at or meditate on, and a few charms. So any final message here for group number 3? Any final message for group number 3? I am totally adequate for all situations. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. I balance my masculine and feminine sides. The masculine and feminine parts of me are in perfect balance and harmony. I am at peace and all is well. My income is constantly increasing. I begin now today to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. So that's beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and take this over to the extended reading. And if you'd like to join me, that would be great. If you'd like to, I have that down below. And if not, please do let me know how this connected, if you feel open to it, and if it does resonate with you. And I will talk to you in the extended or next time. Take care and lots of love.